tech agency. Founder completely abandons a high-stakes investor meeting after accidentally overhearing her senior partner, confessing his plan to strip her of her primary software. Patents during a routine network audio glitch. I quietly packed up my laptop and walked out of our multi-million-dollar investor presentation after I overheard my lead tech director say he was actively trying to cut me out of the final software deployment. Ran an automated digital development agency specializing in scaling high-end web applications, while my longtime technical partner, an incredibly sharp developer named Marcus, handled our backend server security. We were standing in the lobby of a massive venture capital firm, preparing for the most critical pitch of our careers. Marcus stepped into a private conference alcove to test our live presentation audio link, unaware that his local channel was still broadcasting directly into my wireless earpiece. Heard his voice cut through the static. Talking directly to our lead contractor, he flatly stated that once the funding cleared, they would permanently revoke my administrative encryption keys to force an unconditional corporate buyout. I felt a cold, sharp wave of absolute focus lock my chest. My hands didn't shake. I didn't storm into the room to cause a scene, and I didn't yell at him in front of the incoming investors. Instead, I turned around, walked straight past the security desk, and stepped into the elevator. Should have felt completely broken watching my most trusted partner attempt to forcefully hijack the entire infrastructure I built. But then, I opened my phone's remote command terminal right there in the lobby. You see, Marcus was an absolute master at constructing backdoor software exploits, but he was incredibly reckless about verifying active network tracking. Watermarks, I initialized a total administrative lockdown on our main source code repository while the elevator descended, but then the live system logs fully unmasked. The real scale of his deception. Marcus wasn't just trying to take credit for the launch to get a bigger paycheck. That's when I discovered the absolute truth. He hadn't just planned to lock me out. He had already covertly cloned our entire proprietary automation framework to sell a secondary, unencrypted copy to an offshore competitor. He needed me completely removed from the board because he knew my automated security protocols would instantly flag his illegal external data transfers the moment the system went fully live. I didn't give him a second chance. With one final command, I completely purged the presentation servers from my phone, leaving Marcus standing in front of a completely blank screen while the venture capitalist walked out of the room. He thought he was quietly pushing me out of the room to steal the ultimate prize, completely blind to the fact that when you try to lock out the architect, you lose the keys to the entire building. Drop A if you always keep absolute control over your digital assets.